This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Along with the unprincipled efforts to rig the 2015 general and regional elections, the era of the APNU-AFC will be forever remembered for its unbelievable levels of squandermania and corruption. This is according to Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramson Jr., during the recently concluded 2021 budget debates. During his contribution, Ramson lambasted the former coalition administration for its high levels of spending, as he noted that it had found a surplus of $10 billion in 2015 in the central bank, and upon demitting office left it with an overall $92 billion. He said, too, that the coalition had found gold reserves to be at $290 billion, but its poor management saw the dwindling to $500 million, while adding that the current account deficit had ballooned to a whopping $1.8 billion. In total, the minister noted that the coalition spent $1.4 trillion of taxpayers' money, but the transformative development which was promised was never felt. Meanwhile, the National Assembly of Venezuela is expected to consider a proposal to include the Essequibo region in the country's constitution. The amendment, if made, would see the country declaring that there is no dispute over the region, which it purports to have sovereignty over. The proposal was made by Venezuelan lawmaker Herman Escarra. Escarra said the commission would be meeting with the military high command to discuss the actions to be taken regarding the Essequibo territory. The Venezuelan government reaffirmed its position that it does not recognize the ICJ's jurisdiction to settle the border matter and prefers direct negotiations with Guyana. And now let's tell you, while Guyana continues to give ExxonMobil much leverage to ignore its laws and pollute its airspace with toxic chemicals, no-nonsense American environmental groups are showing the world that they refuse to allow such practices to go unpunished. On Tuesday, for example, ExxonMobil Corporation was slapped with a $14.25 million penalty by the U.S. District Court Judge David Hittner for polluting Texas communities via illegal flaring at its sprawling 3,400-acre Baytown complex. Tens of thousands of people live within 3 miles of the said complex. The matter, which was taken to court by Environment Texas and Sierra Club, is one that ExxonMobil fought for 11 years with a series of legal maneuverings. The oil giant did not want to take responsibility for the violations of the Federal Clean Air Act on 3,651 days over a period of 8 years. And moving on, the Irfan Ali administration still has not published all oil development production licenses granted to ExxonMobil. This is despite Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo committing to do so 5 months ago, on October 2nd, 2020. Notably, it was Jagdeo who encouraged media operatives to read all of the permits so they could verify his claims that the payout of permits from the current administration are superior to the permits granted by the David Granger administration for Liza Phases 1 and 2. Dr. Jagdeo had also said that the improvements are there to ensure that the Payara development would be executed in a more environmentally safe manner, among other critical considerations. When informed that the media did not receive these documents, the Vice President said that he would ensure they do. And now let's tell you, it was only a few weeks ago that we reported that ExxonMobil and its joint venture partners are in full speed to consider its 5th production development in Guyana's Stabroek Block, even though they have yet to complete the field development plan for their 4th intended development. In fact, the 2nd and 3rd developments are yet to be on stream. Now, the companies have announced plans to have the 6th production development in the Stabroek Block on stream by 2027. That addition, according to one of Exxon's senior vice president, could develop between 40 to 50% of the 9 billion barrels of oil discovered to date. In simple terms, those 6 oil vessels could wipe out half of Guyana's proven reserves in the Stabroek Block. In other news, the teenage girl who had admitted to attempting to extort $10 million from her ex-boyfriend by claiming that she would make a police report that he attempted to rape her, has now changed her plea and was placed on $100,000 bail. The teen, Princess Williams, 19 years old, made her third court appearance in the Georgetown Magistrates Court before Senior Magistrate Leron Daly. With the completion of the probation report, today was scheduled for sentencing for the teen after she had admitted to the offense, which alleged that between January 4th and January 7th at Georgetown, with the intent to extort from Kenrick Thomas $10 million, she threatened to accuse him of attempting to rape her. And moving on, Leader of the Opposition, Joseph Harman, has stated that it is his view that the recent media reports relating to occurrences at the Ethnic Relations Commission are an attempt to dismantle it. Now, Harman made these assertions during his budget debate speech on Monday, during which he also stated that under the coalition's purview, the ARC remained a robust, apolitical, independent institution with full powers under the law to pursue anyone who sought to sow the seeds of division among our people. He went on to say that the opposition never considered interfering with the ERC's independence and once allowed to fulfill its mandate with robust leadership. It can play a pivotal role in the resolution of national ethnic issues. And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio.
Public advisory. Major planned maintenance on Saturday, March 6, 2021 on the east bank of Demerara from Backstreet Grove and Avenue A Diamond to 3rd Street Craig from 9 to 15 hours. The reason for the outage is to connect line and load side of auto recloser and transfer